Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I'm Hello Good Game, and I'll be your host in today's. Oh, I can't do it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I hope you're having an absolute magical day. This is part 3 of HGG's top 10 series for each rarity. First, we did the commons, then uncommons. Today, in this video right here, we are discussing the Rizzers, going through my favorite cards in the set that I think will make a little bit of an impact. So if you want to support, like, comment, subscribe, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and let's just get right after it. Of course, if you miss out on parts of this video or series, check those out. I'll probably put them in a playlist for you, or you can easily find them. First things first, though, holy Toledos, look at this elusive otter. A 1-mana 1/1 with prowess, plus creatures with power less than the elusive otter's power can't block it, which is crazy because, you know, you attack, blockers are declared, and then you slam down instant speed spells once it's not been blocked, increasing its power and smashing your opponent for all of the damage. But wait, there's more. Grove's Bounty for 1 mana plus X at sorcery speed as the adventure, distributing X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. So, you know, not only does this make a massive impact early on with the 1/1 prowess that can't be blocked, but also late game, you can just throw out counters on the homeboys and go to town the old-fashioned way. Not too shabby. Loving this otter. And, you know, this is just, it's great to see. Some additional high-valued adventure, Mosswood Dread Knight in the house for 2 mana as a 3/2 with trample. And when it dies, you may cast it from your graveyard as long as as an adventure until the end of your next turn. This is really good as it has the replayability. It's going to eat up your opponent's removal. It also has the Dread Whispers as the sorcery speed adventure. Drawing card, losing 1 life. So this just screams value generation as A, it can draw you a card. B, it can be replayed from the graveyard. That kind of sounds like a 3-for-1. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know what more to say. Like, this is absolute bomb. It only costs 2 mana. It's a 3/2 with Trump. You want me to go through it again? I'll go through it again. Let's move on. It's good enough. The Elvish Archist for 2 mana, a 0/1 elf artificer, which is pretty cool. So, you know, it's going to go in all the elf decks. But also within a set that's focused on enchantments and does have a lot of artifacts in it as well. I think that this is phenomenal. Whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Elvish Archist, triggering only once each turn. Furthermore, whenever one or more enchantments enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card, again, only triggering once each turn. So I wonder if there are any enchantments that make artifacts. A double trigger, you say? We looked at one within the last video, just even in this set, the Witch's Vengeance. It's an enchantment that it's going to remove your opponent's creature, their Elvish Archist. Plus, it's going to make you a food token, and then it also makes you a roll token. So you're getting an artifact, you're getting an enchantment, plus you remove a creature, plus itself is an enchantment, and, you know, that's just going to be so groovy, and this thing is going to eat up so much value if it remains in play. So I'm loving this Elvish Archist for, you know, I guess all those reasons, believe it or not. Maybe one of my favorite rares in the set here. You know, I know I've been excited in this video, but let's see if we can get it even higher. The Gumdrop Poisoner for 3 is a 3/2 with lifelink, which I'm a big fan of. Get out of here, mono red. Sorry, not today. Nope, nuh-uh. Whenever the Gumdrop Poisoner enters the battlefield, up to 1 target creature gets -X until the end of turn, where X is the amount of life gained this turn. Woo! Woo! So this is a 3 mana hard removal spell, ? That can trigger itself with its life gain as it is non-legendary. But wait, Tempt with treats for 1 mana at instant speed. So, oh, I don't need to remove. Oh, I have extra mana left over on your turn. Sure, I'll push out a food token, which of course I can sacrifice to gain life before I play this. So I'm thinking, it's like a turn 2 Gallagher, turn 3 Poisoner, gain 2 life as it enters, -2/-2 on their creature. Get out of here. And we can top end this too. There's things like the Silverback Gorilla. It would gain 4 life when it enters. Yes. Okay. Not to mention the, there's the Angel, the Wrathful Archangel, like other just copies of itself. It's just, duh. This card is next level, dude. I love it. The Regal Bunnycorn for 2. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. That is like a little baby Adeline. Little baby Adeline. Doesn't push out tokens. Power and toughness equal to the number of non-lands, though, which is, I think, pretty goofy. It's not a human, which is beneficial to people who don't like to play against mono white, but ooh, gets me all worked up inside this one. I don't think it's uncommon to, and it itself is a non-land, so always going to be a 1/1, right? We have all of these role tokens. We have these permanents that make more permanents It's like, this could be a bit of a problem. And, 2 mana. It's just like, it's not too expensive. It's nice and easy to sneak in there. I love it. Moving on, we have Yenna Red Tooth Regent for 4 mana as a 4/4. Legendary Elf Noble. We can pay 2, tapping it to choose a target enchantment that we control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent that you already control. Creating a token that's a copy of that, except it's not a legendary, which is a very nice line of text here. And then if it was an aura, untap the Regent and scry 2 at sorcery speed. It's like legendaries are legendary for a reason. First thing that came to my mind when I seen this, and now this isn't a standard play, but did you know that the Meat Hook is a legendary enchantment? Multiple Meat Hooks? That's ridiculous. There's so many enchantments in the current set as well that are really high value to, like, that the 3 Blind Mice and the Hunter's Regent, I believe. There's so many nice enchantments that I would love to copy. So, I do like this card quite a bit. A little bit janky, but it's good value, though, Woo! This is not janky. I'll tell you what. This one's hitting home. Rankle's Prankle, baby, for 4 mana at sorcery speed, which is a bit of a bum, but not really. Because, of course, we're going to be using this as our new Invoke Despair, doubling it with Chandra, but, choose 1 or more. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life, and each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Woo! Oh my gosh. So, there's the new Ashiok that's going to, go really well with this. They're going to lose 4 life, and you're going to lose 0 life and exile 4 cards, which is kind of crazy. The removal is going to be really good as well if you're copying this with Chandra, and, God forbid they have cards in their hand and you don't, and you make them discard 4 with a like, it's just so much value, even if not copied. But when you copy this and, you're getting limited downside, aka having Ashiok in play, aka having an empty hand already, or no creatures in the battlefield, right? You can go wild with this thing, right? I'm loving it. Decadent Dragon. 4 mana, 4/4, flying trample. When it attacks, create a treasure token. Where have I seen that before? Oh, at least it doesn't have haste, am I right? Or tap treasures for double. But it does have trample. This is nice. Plus the instant speed adventure for 3 expensive tastes. Exile the top 2 cards of an opponent's library face down, and then you may look at those cards and play those cards for as long as they remained exiled. You will need to have the correct mana. Right? It doesn't say with any, as any mana. You will need to have that mana so you're probably grabbing lands. However, you know, maybe they're the same color deck as you, and well, also maybe you've got those treasures in play, and you can cast them for whatever mana you doggone feel like. So pretty cool. I like it. It's good value, right? Moving on, we will have the Sleep Cursed Fairy for 1, a 3/3 with flying and ward 2. That's kind of crazy. A bit of a downside here, though. It will enter the battlefield tapped with 3 stun counters on it. We can pay 2 to remove a stun counter. Of course, we play it. It comes in tapped. It's our turn. First stun counter's already off of it, in which case we can untap it again, right, for 2, as well as then finally on our following untap phase, it untaps the final time, right, which is good. I don't mind it. It's 1 mana only, and, you know, there's no reason that it needs to be played on turn 1, even though that's totally an option to get these counters out of here organically. But, you know, maybe you play it on turn 3 with a 2-mana counter spell to back up and make sure your opponent can't do anything, right? So I like that it's cheap. I like that you can sneak it in literally wherever. And a 3/3 for 1 with flying in ward 2, homie, please. All right, probably, you know, I keep saying my favorite card, but this and the Gumdrop, you know, actually everything in this list is so good. The Charming Scoundrel for 2 is a bomb because of its versatility. It's a 1/1 with haste that can choose 1, either discarding a card and drawing a card. Great. Creating a treasure token, even better. Or a Wicked Roll token attached to target creature you control. That roll is going to give you +1/+1, and when the artifact, Aura enchantment is sent to the graveyard, your opponent's going to lose 1 life. So it would be a 2/2 with haste, and when the aura dies or the creature dies, deal 1 damage to them, right? So that's actually pretty good base, but you get the added utility with the draw, discard, or create a treasure token, and I'm into it. I'm big time into it. It's an ETB. You can bounce it. It's non-legendary, nice and cheap as well. So I just don't think you can go wrong with the Charming Scoundrel. Oh my gosh. And that wraps up our, well, I guess they're ours. Well, you let me know if they're ours in the comments below, and maybe if I missed anything, if there's like some crazy powerful rare that you're like, wow, is he blind? Why didn't he include this? Let me know in those comments. Appreciate your guys' support. Of course, you can like the video for free. It does go a very long way to help me as a creator. And check out the other parts of the series, I guess. We've done all the different rarities. We're live on Twitch the 1st and the 31st for as many hours as we can be, testing out all of these new cards with you guys. And then a bit of a lull, sadly, but on the 5th, we gain access to the set within Arena. Our pre-orders will be openable, which is cool. We can do the sealeds and premier drafts, waiting 2 weeks for the quick draft, which is fine, and just having a lot of fun with the new cards. Of course, there is no standard rotation. The renewal egg will hit. You'll get some wilds, which is fun, but hold on, don't spend them yet. Let's let the meta settle and see where we want to go with them, because, you know, they're hard to get a hold of and very expensive. So let's do our best to make sure everyone's happy with this set. I hope you have a magical day. Thanks for watching. Woo! Let's go. One more, homie. One more.